Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. To throw, it's Lagway. Trying to extend the play. While taking a shot on the very first play. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
They're going to run it here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Finding some room with the 25. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Bringing pressure. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal upcoming. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a huge loss. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Fights off a defender. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? Great cut. They whiff on him. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now, you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Just trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Extending the play now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Who missed it? A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Texas 3, LSU 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Longhorns come up to the line and a hurry up. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Lagway. He's running out of time here. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game.
That makes the score Texas 10, LSU 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Simmons. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play. A touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. The quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Holstein. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That gain makes it second and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He's got room, looking for the end zone. And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he's got it already past the first down marker. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
So second down after the incompletion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. You show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Checks this down to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
Longhorns getting set on first and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
See what the call is on first and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Caught quickly. Fights off a defender. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Wideouts now clustered. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Texas.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. He's looking to scramble. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Return his steps out of bounds at the 17. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. But the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown Tigers. And they will claim the second half lead. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Offense takes the field. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
It's a quarterback keeper. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a dangerous combination from this Texas quarterback. The ability to throw the football, but also making that defense aware of his legs. Put so much pressure on the defensive coordinator. You think back over the years, Texas has been outstanding. They've always had that quarterback with that combination skill set.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. That's caught. It's Johnson. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff heading left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Back to pass. It's Holstein. He's escaping the pocket now. Fits into space at the 50. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First and 10 play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And there's the handoff. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
First and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
And here comes a deep shot. And he's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. He knocks this one right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Just keep churning these yards out, playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but keep eating that clock.
And that run produces a decent gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Here's a carry for the fullback. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence.